Now read this problem carefully. This system has three spheres. Sphere S1, the outermost sphere is S1, is centered at C1. The sphere S2, which has the center at C2, and sphere S3, the smallest sphere, is centered at C3. S1 has volume charge density rho, S2 has volume charge density 2 rho, and S3 has volume charge density 4 rho. The centers are such placed that C1, C2, C3, C1, C2, this is C2 and this is C3. This angle is 90 degree. Now you have to find out electric field. First, at a point A. The point A is at a distance r by 8 from C3 and it is on the line joining C2 C3. That means if this is C2, this is C3, then this point is A. This distance is r by 8. And in the second part we have to find out electric field at a point B, which is again on the same line joining C2 C3, that is C2 C3B, and B is at a distance r by 4 from C2. Now to solve such kind of problems, first remember one thing, that if you have a sphere with volume charge density rho, then electric field at any point outside the sphere at a distance r from the center will be q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square, where q is the total charge in the sphere. We can find out the total charge, volume charge density into volume of the sphere. If r is the radius, then total charge is rho into 4/3 pi capital R cube. Now if we have to find out electric field at any point inside the sphere at a distance r from the center, then electric field at any point inside will be rho r by 3 epsilon naught. Now remember this, if this is a sphere centered at C1 and there is a cavity inside a sphere which has center at C2, the distance between C1 and C2 is x, suppose, then electric field at any point inside the cavity, that may be in this, at this point or this point or this point, any point inside the cavity, will be rho x by 3 epsilon naught, and it will be along C1 C2, that is, it will be along the line joining the center of the sphere and the center of the cavity. Remember this, you can prove this very easily using Gauss theorem. Now if this is a sphere having volume charge density rho, then electric field at any point inside the cavity will be rho x by 3 epsilon naught, where x is the distance between the center of the sphere and center of the cavity, and electric field at any point will be directed along C1 C2, that is, electric field at this point will be directed along this direction, electric field here will be directed in this direction, like that. Now I have drawn this diagram. Look at this. We have to find out electric field at A. Now you can think that this sphere S2 is a cavity inside the larger sphere S1. Then due to S1, the electric field at A, E1, the distance between C1 and C3, that is the distance between, this is C2 I suppose, and this is C3. The distance between C1 and C2 is r by 2 obviously, because this sphere has a radius r. Therefore, you can say that electric field at any point inside the cavity using this formula will be rho by 3 epsilon naught, and the distance between center of the sphere and the center of the cavity, here the distance is r by 2. This will be r by 2, and it will be directed towards along C1 C2. So this is along C1 C2. Now electric field due to the sphere S2, that is the sphere having volume charge density 2 rho, will be E2 is equal to rho, the volume charge density is 2 rho here, 2 rho by 3 epsilon naught. Now you can think that this sphere has a cavity inside it. If S2 is the original sphere, then this is the cavity. S3, this sphere is a cavity. Now using the formula, you can find out the electric field using this formula. The distance between the center of the sphere and the center of the cavity, that is C2 C3, is r by 4. Therefore 2 rho by 3 epsilon naught r by 4, and this will be along the line joining the center of the sphere and center of the cavity according to this formula. So this will be along C2 C3. You can simplify it. This will be rho r by 6 epsilon naught along C2 C3. This is E2, and electric field inside at the point A due to the sphere S3, that is the smallest sphere, you can directly use the formula, that is electric field at any point inside a charged sphere is rho r 3 epsilon naught. So volume charge density is 4 rho here, 4 rho by 3 epsilon naught, and the distance from this center to this point is r by 8 according to the question. So this is r by 8. This will be rho r by 6 epsilon naught, again rho r by 6 epsilon naught, and this will be along C3A, that is from the center towards the point. Now we have find out the three electric fields. E1 is along this direction, E1, E2 is along C2 C3 at A, therefore E2 along this direction, and E3 also along this direction. Therefore the net field will be E is equal to vector sum of all these E1 square plus E2 plus E3 square, and the magnitude of the field will be root 5 by 6 rho r by epsilon naught. Now the next part of the problem, first we have to find out electric field at B due to the outermost sphere S1, and we consider that this is a cavity inside the sphere S1. Therefore electric field E1 is equal to rho by 3 epsilon naught into distance between the center of the sphere and the center of the cavity, that is r by 2, that is rho r by 6 epsilon naught, and this will be along C1 C2, along C1 C2, that is along the direction connecting the center of the sphere and the cavity. This is E1, so this is E1. Now for this sphere S2, look at the situation. This is the sphere S2, this is the center C2. We have to find out electric field inside the sphere at a point B, and we can use the formula. This sphere has a volume charge density 2 rho, that is 2 rho by epsilon naught, 2 rho by 3 epsilon naught into the distance. This distance C2B is given r by 4. So this is rho r by 6 epsilon naught. But remember one thing, that this sphere is not totally charged, that is volume charge density 2 rho is not distributed throughout the whole volume of the sphere. this region has another volume charge density. Therefore, we have to cut off the effect of this region from this electric field. So to cut off, we consider this region has a negative volume charge density minus 2 rho, and it has a center C3 at C3, and the distance of C3 from the B is given, which is R by 2. Therefore, due to this volume charge density, electric field at this point B will be Q by 4 pi epsilon naught this distance, that is R by 2 square. So this is Q means 2 rho into 4 by 3 pi R cube. R means the volume of the sphere, that is the radius of the sphere, that is R cube by 64, that is R by 4 whole cube, divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square by 4. So this field will be, due to this negative volume charge density, this field will be along BC2, and when we consider the whole sphere, this field will be along C2B. Now if we calculate this, we can find out the result. 4 pi cancels, that is rho R by 3 into 32 into epsilon naught into 4, that is rho R by 24 epsilon naught, I think. Therefore, field due to the sphere S2, which has volume charge density 2 rho in this region only, is E2 is equal to rho R by 6 epsilon naught minus rho R by 24 epsilon naught, that is rho R by 8 epsilon naught, and this will be along C2B. So this field E2 is along this direction. Now, due to the sphere S3, the electric field at a point outside the sphere will be simple, the formula Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Therefore, E3, this will be Q, that means 4 rho into 4/3 pi volume of the sphere R cube by 64 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught this distance C3B, this is R by 2, that is R square by 4, and this will be 4 pi cancels. Therefore, rho R by 3 into 16 into 4 by epsilon naught, I think. Therefore, this will be rho R by 12 epsilon naught, and this will be along C3B. So this will be along this direction, E3. Look at the calculation. This. So we have find out three fields. E1, which is rho R by 6 epsilon naught. This is E1. E2, this field is given here, rho R by 8 epsilon naught, and E3, this is in this direction, rho R by 12 epsilon naught. This is E1, this is E2, this is E3. Therefore, net field E will be same as previous, E1 square plus E2 plus E3 whole square. This will be the answer.